Good morning, it's Tony again from Paranormal Investigation UK, and today we're looking at a piece of footage from the 13th of January. Today's date is the 29th of January, and we're catching up slowly but surely. Quite a backlog coming in from this Cheshire investigation. As a recap, we're in the main office again. This one's just after 6 o'clock. The day before, we got two incredibly unusual light anomalies. This is where around the desk area there was a flashing light. The presumption is that he's picked one of the bars up, which one of the three bars situated either on the window ledge there, on the painting there or picture, or off the leather chair, and placed it on there by mistake, and that's what's triggered. When he went into the building, he was found that to be the case, and when I zoomed into the photograph, clearly all three balls were in place. There's nothing on the desk that flashes, which is what left us scratching our heads. And it actually happened on two occasions over a period of just 3 or 4 minutes. It flashed up, then it flashed again. It was round about the period of time when the business owner had left the building. A minute after it started to flash, he came back because he'd forgotten something. After he left, it started to flash again, and that was it. It didn't flash ever again, and we never discovered what on earth was flashing on that desk. There is a fourth ball, which was in the drawer and switched off. But apart from that, everything was accounted for. Even now, we have no idea what it is. It's flashing that table, we simply didn't have it. So that was dated on the day before, which is the 12th. We're now dealing with one on the 13th. I know what this is on this capture. The business owner left the building around about 5:25. Okay, everything's either shut down or on sleep mode. And for the first time that I'm aware of, it came out of sleep mode, which I'll show you now. There we go. So it's always at 3 seconds when the CCTV alarm goes off. There we have it. That monitor comes off on first. There you go. And everything switches on. He'd never done it before. And in normal circumstances, I would put that down to rational explanation. Something may have moved. I have no idea what switched on this intricate computer system. It's a strange one, and I think the only reason why I'm marrying it up as a possible strange event or unusual event is the fact that this same desk the day before, we had an unusual light anomaly just lit up, and this happened after the business owner left the building. The following day, 30 minutes or so after he's left the building, all the computers come out of sleep mode, which really shouldn't happen, and that's what's triggered obviously the camera. So you've got to be careful before you start bundling this into a paranormal box. I'm not saying that for a second, but what we do need to do is, like we did with the two balls yesterday, which is left a red scratching, what on earth was flashing. We need to record this down just to see if anything happens again. in the future. That's what it's all about. So unless there's something else in there which is waiting to be discovered, it's just a question of just recording the event. And I'm not going to suggest what it is. I have no idea. Obviously, the most likely scenario is rational reason. It's just switched on. Whatever. What he also did with this is, when I asked him, is he checked. It's a Windows 10 based system. He checked, and there was no update. It was downloaded or installed during a period which would explain the computer coming out of sleep mode. There was no update done, so I don't know. So what I'm now going to do, turn the volume up, and let's have a listen and a look through the rest of the footage. We've got about a minute, I think. Yeah, it's a standard CCTV capture, this one, so let's see if there's anything else in there. That's where it goes in. That, I think, is just dust or similar. This streak. Yeah, it looks like it. It's a vehicle setting up. It shows you how sensitive these cameras are, when you're dealing with noises. I'm pretty certain that's just dust, I think. There. I'm going to look at that one separately. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. So what we've got here, we can record. I have actually already taken a screenshot of that. The computer's coming out of sleep mode. I did that on media player. Nothing audible in there. We can obviously hear a car going up. That just shows you how much I've amplified it for. So there's nothing in there of any use for us. And what I'm going to do now is to go into Movie Maker. The first one at the beginning is undoubtedly dust. It's very thin. In colour, which is quite typical of dust. So get shut of that. I think I just want to be absolutely certain. Moves this light anomaly right at the end. Moves quick enough to me to be fairly confident it's more likely inset based. Possibly something coming off the ceiling. We've got an awful lot of light in there, not just the light from the infrared to count. Also the computers come out of sleep mode, and all the monitor screens have lit up, so we've got additional light there. you get dust dropping in there, and you've got a problem. You're gonna get everything's going to light up white. I'm not really sure. I think I should catch it here. Excuse me. That was quite close to the end. There we go. Yeah. Those that are using Windows-based computer systems and do a bit of analysis and reviewing yourselves, brilliant for what the use that we have for this. It's more than good enough. Okay, let's get rid of that. Just split that again. Just copy and just paste it. Then just go into video tools and put it down. That's about a lot slower. Yeah, don't know what percentage that is. Okay. I should look in that through now. This may give us a better idea of what it is that we're dealing with. We can put additional light in if we need to, or darken it. It's not necessary because the monitor screens are on because of the computer coming out of sleep mode, so it should be quite clear. It comes from the sort of the ceiling area. We'll trim this off again once we see it. There we go. It's quite important in any investigation. Just don't take a chance. We have tools available to us and to you. Use them to make absolutely certain that you are dealing with something which has a rational explanation. Don't just guess at it. That's just lazy. There we go. That I am now absolutely confident that is dust. Looks quite different when you see it at full speed there, but when you slow it down it's very thin, tube shape, and it's simply just dust just dropping out of the ceiling area. That's how that is. Because don't forget, when this computer comes out of sleep mode, its fans will kick in, start spinning, movement of air, that type of thing, and that's more than enough to shift it. So that was undoubtedly pure nothing but. In fact, what I'll do for you, let me put it on full screen. There you go. That's it. Fast speed, normal speed I should say. Now we're going to come up, and there we go. It's very thin.